Good morning, dear students. My name is Ferhan Mazher, and today is 5th of February 2022. Right now, I am with the 11th Cambridge class, and the subject we are studying is D Maths 4024. This is Cambridge O Levels Mathematics Syllabus D. Today, we have set our hearts to solve paper 2, and we have selected October November 2021. It's the latest paper till this date, and we have selected the paper 2-1, and this paper belongs from the variant 1. The time allowed for this paper is 2 hours 30 minutes, and the calculator, the scientific calculator, is allowed in this paper. So let's start this paper and hope you will enjoy this session. So on your screen, you can see this paper, Cambridge O Levels, Mathematics Syllabus D, Paper 2, October, November 2021, 2-1 paper. And the time allowed is 2 hours 30 minutes. Okay, the scientific calculator is allowed. So the first question is coming up on your screen. He says, in October, Sarah is charged $84.25 for water. A tax of 8% is added to this amount. Calculate the total amount Sarah is charged for water in October, including the tax. So without tax, she has to pay 84.25, and then they added 8% tax on her. So we will write 84.25 plus 8% of 84.25, and we'll find what's the total. It's a 2-mark question, so let me show you my solution. So here we go. So the water charge is 84.25, tax is 8%. So the total amount by including the tax will be the original amount plus the tax. So 84.25 plus 8% of 84.25. So in your calculator, simply write 84.25 plus 8 divide 100 multiply 84.25 equals to, and you will get $90.99. So she has to pay $90.99. So this is how you do the A part. Okay, so let's move to the next part. The next part coming up on your screen is, he says, the table shows the rates that Sarah is charged for her gas and electricity supply. She is charged a fixed amount each day plus an amount for each unit used. So Sarah uses a total of, so you can see the gas, the cost for 1 day is 23 cents, that's the fixed amount. And then we have the cost for 1 unit, that will be 4.3 cents per unit. Electricity 28 cents, that is fixed, and she has to pay 16 cents for each 1 unit she is using. Okay, so Sarah uses a total of 960 units of gas in 30 days of November. Calculate the total amount in dollars Sarah is charged for gas in the November. Okay, so the bill of the November will be, you will 30 days. So there are 30 days. So 30 multiply 23 cents plus 4.3 multiply 960. So this is how you will calculate this bill. Let me show you. Okay. So the bill of the electricity, bill of the, gas, the units of the gas which you used is 960 units, and the gas you use for 30 days. So the cost of the units will be 960 multiply 4.3, and that will be 4128 cents. Cost for the days used, every day she has to pay 23 cents. So 30 multiply 23, that will be 690 cents. So the total amount will be the cost of that fixed cost for each day plus the cost of the units. So 4128 plus 690, and that will be 4818 cents. So the cost in dollars, you will divide the cents with 100, and that will be converted into dollars. So 4818 divided by 100, that will be $48.18. So this will be the bill for her gas. Okay, so let's go to this, the next part. He says Sarah is charged a total of 30.80 for electricity in 30 days of November. Calculate the number of units of electricity she used. Okay, so we don't know how many units of electricity she used, but the total bill for the electricity is 30.80. So 30 multiplied 28 plus x multiplied 16 equals to 30.80. The cost of days and the cost of units. 30 multiplied 28 plus x, I don't know how many units, x multiplied 16 will be equals to 3080, but these are in cents, so 3.80 is 30.80 is in dollars. So convert that dollars into cents or convert them into cents, because the unit of the money should be same. Okay, so it's a 3-mark question. Okay, so let me show you how I have done it. Okay, so Sarah was charged $30.80, which is 3080 cents. If you want to convert dollars into cents, you multiply with 100. Electricity used for 30 days of November. So suppose that the number of units used are X. So the total amount will be the total units cost plus the cost for number of days. So that will be X multiplied 16 plus 28 multiplied 30, and that will be equal to 3080. The only trick was that the unit of the money should be same. So 3080 equals to 16x plus 840. Take this 840 to the other side. It will subtract there. So you will have 3080 minus 840. Then take that 16 to the other side. It will divide there. So you will have 2240 divided by 16. And when you divide it, you get 140. So she has used 140 units of the electricity. So I hope that you understand that how this is done is easy. So let's move to the next part. Okay, so the next part coming up on your screen is, yeah, this one. That's the C part. He says the amount of electricity generated is measured in gigawatt hours. The table shows information about the amount of electricity generated in different countries. So here we have Australia, electricity generated in 2010, and electricity generated in 2016 in gigawatt hour. So that is 2.37 x power 5, 2.43 x power 5. In Japan, 1.09 x power 6, 1.03 x power 6, 2.91 x power 5, 2.64 x power 5, and Turkey 2.03 x power 5 and 2.62 x power 5. Calculate how much more electricity was generated in Japan than in Australia in 2016. Give your answer in the standard form. So how much more means the difference. Electricity was generated in Japan than in Australia. Look at the Japan in 2016, it is producing 1.03 x power 6, and Australia was producing 2.43 x power 5. So we will subtract these two numbers from each other. This one is larger number, so from this I will subtract this number, so you will get the difference. So let me show you my work. And okay, so here we go. So the electricity generated in Japan is 1.03 x power 6, and electricity generated in Australia is 2.43 x power 5. So we will subtract them. 1.03 x power 6 minus 2.43 x power 5, because this is paper 2 and you are allowed to use the calculator. You can write it directly on your calculator. And I can tell you in your calculator, write 1.03 x power 6 minus 2.43 x power 5, and you will get the answer 7.87 x power 5 gigawatt hours. So this is how you do this. You have to find the difference. Very easy question. Okay, so let's move to the next part. And the next part is, he says, calculate the percentage increase in electricity generated in Turkey from 2010 to 2016. So they are talking about Turkey. So in 2016, the Turkey is producing 2.62 expo 5 gigawatt hour electricity. In 2010, it was producing 2.03 expo 5 gigawatt hour. So we have to represent this in this increase in the percentage. So from this value, subtract this value, that will be the difference, and then divide it with the old value, that is 2.03 in 2010 value, expo 5, and then multiply it with 100. So the process is very simple. So let me show you how I have done this. This is a 2-mark question. Okay, so the next one is, okay, this is electricity generated in 2010 in the Turkey is 2.03 expo 5. Electricity generated in 2016 is 2.62 expo 5. Increase is, just find the difference between them. The electricity generated 2.62 expo 5 minus 2.03 expo 5 equals to, and that will be 5.9 expo 4. Then you have to find out the increase. The percentage increase is increase divided by the old value multiply 100. So it will be 5.9 expo 4 divided by the old value is 2.03 expo 5 multiply 100, and you will get 29.1%. So the increase in the production of the electricity is 29.1%. Hope you understand. Okay, so let's move to the next question. The next question is, he says, there was a 4% decrease in the amount of electricity generated in Spain from 2013 to 2016. Calculate the amount of electricity generated in Spain in 2013. Okay, so they are talking about Spain in 2016, this much energy is produced. And they are talking about 2013. In 2013, how much electricity was produced in the Spain? We don't know that. And he said that, so there is a 4% decrease in the amount of electricity generated. So suppose in 2013, the electricity produced is X, and then there will be a 4% decrease. So X minus 4% of X, and that will be equals to the amount produced in the 2016. It is called a reverse percentage, in which you find the old value. So the reverse percentage questions always come in the paper. So we have to find out the amount of electricity produced in 2013. The amount of electricity produced in 2016 is given. And they have told us that whatever was the amount of electricity produced in 2013, there is a 4% decrease in that production. So we suppose that is X minus 4 by 100 multiply X equals to the amount of electricity in 2016. So let me show you my work. Okay, so the electricity generated in 2016 is 2.64 expo 5. The electricity generated in 2013 is question, that is X. So X minus 4% of X is equals to 2.64 expo 5. So you will have X minus 4X by 100 equals to 2.64 expo 5. So we will take the LCM here. So she has taken, they have taken the LCM. So it's 100X minus 4X divided by 100. So this 100 will go on the other side, it will multiply. So this will become 96X. Then this 96 will go on the other side and it will divide. On your calculator, you will enter 100 multiply 2.64 expo 5 divided by 96 equals to, and the calculator will give you the answer 2.75 expo 5 gigawatt hour. So this is how this question is done. Hopefully you understand. This is a question on the reverse percentage. Okay, so let's go to the next question. So we are done with the question number 1. So let me reduce the size so you can see the whole question together. Let me reduce the size. So this was the question number 1. So we are done with this question. Okay, so let's move to the next question. The next question is question number 2. He says the table shows the number of exercise classes attended in 1 week by each of the 80 members of the gym. So the people who attended 0 class, there are 10 such people. The people who attended 1 class only, there are 29 such people. The people who attended 2 classes, there are 26 such people. The people who attended 3 classes, there are 10 such people. And the people who attended 4 classes, there are 3 such people. And the people who attended 5 classes, and there are 2 such people. So this is the table given. This is called X, and this is called the frequency. This is represented with the F. The first question is find the mod. The mod is that X value who has the greatest frequency here. The greatest frequency here is 29, so its X value is 1. So the mod of this table is 1. Then their question is find the median. So see, this is a group data, and if you want to find out the median, this is called X, this is F. So first of all, I need to find out the cumulative frequency. In the cumulative frequency, the first frequency, CF, we call it CF, cumulative frequency. So the first frequency is written as it is, then the next frequency is added in this and written here, whatever the sum is. Then the next, this frequency is added into that, and then it's written here. So cumulative frequency means you add up the frequencies. And let me show you how this is done. Okay, so the mod is 1. So you can see here the X values I have written here, the F value, the frequencies are written here, and here we have written the F. But she's finding the mean. Suppose. Wait. There's a problem. They're asking us to find out the median. Okay. So if you want to find out the median of this, we have to find out the CF, and let me show you. Okay, so this was that part. Okay, so the X value is given 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The frequency is given 10, 29, 26, 10, 3, and 2. Then I will find the CF. The CF means the first frequency as it is. Then I will add the next one. That will make it 39. Add the next one. It will make it 65. Then add the next one. It will make it 75. Add the next. It will make it 78. Add the next. It will make it 80. So the end number of the CF is 80 because this number is even. So in the median means the number which is in the middle of the data. So because the total numbers are 80, so in the middle of the data there will be 2 numbers. And which 2 numbers? That will be n by 2 and n plus 2 by 2. So it will be 80 by 2 means 40, the 40th number, and n plus 2 by 2, 80 plus 2, that is 82, 82 divided by 2, 41. The 40 and the 41st number, they are in the center of the data, in the middle of the data. So now I will go into my CF and I will look where is the 40th number. So this class has from 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. This class has from 11, 12, 39. And this third class has 40, 41, 42 up to 65. So 40 on the 40 will be here. The 40th number will be here. So what is the value of the X here? 2. And the 41 will be also in the same class. So what's the X value? That is 2. So the median will be 2 plus 2 divided by 2, and that will be 2. So this is how you do this question. If this number, the last of the CF is odd, this is even right now, but if it is odd, then I use the formula to find the middle number, and the formula is n plus 2, the whole thing divided by 2. Hopefully you understand. This is a little bit you can say a little bit tricky, but you know, in our school we teach this at class 6 level. Okay, so let's move to the next part. The for find the median. Then the question is, that's the third part of the question number 2. He says a pie chart is drawn to show this information. Calculate the angle representing 5 classes attended. So this is how you find the angle for the pie chart. So the total there are 80 members. The class, zero class, which who attended zero class, there are 10 such people out of 80. So if you want to find out the chart, the angle for the pie, a pie chart, that the frequency of that thing divided by the total frequency multiply 360. So it will be 10 divided by 80 multiply 360. For example, the who attended one class, there are 29 such people. If you want to find out their angle for the pie chart, and the formula is very simple, just 29, which is the frequency of that class, divided with the total frequency, which is 80, multiply 360, and that will give you the angle for the pie chart. So let me show you this question number 2a, third part. We have done this on a paper, so let's see. Okay, so the total members are 80. So the members who attended five classes, you can find that particular class. The members who attended the frequency for that class is 2. So 2 divided by 80 multiply 360. So it will be 9 degrees. 2 is the frequency of that class and 80 is the total frequency, multiply 360. So 9 degree is the angle for that class. So hopefully you understand how we find the angle for the pie chart. So that was the question number 2a, third part. Okay. Now we have B part. He says some members of the gym were surveyed about how much time they spent at the gym. The histogram shows the times t in minutes they spent on their last visit. Okay, so this is that histogram. Here are the minutes. This is the frequency density on the y-axis. So 30 members spent between 30 and 60 minutes. Okay, so at the gym, calculate the number of members surveyed. Okay, so let me reduce the size so then I can tell you. In the frequency density histograms, if you find the area of this rectangle, if you find the area of this bar, that will be equal to its frequency. So find the area of this bar, find the area of this bar, find the area of this bar, find the area of this bar. You will get the frequency of each class, and then you can add up all of them, and that will give you the how many total people have been surveyed. So for example, let me show you how this can be done. For example, this first class, this length is 30 and its height is how much? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 0.6. So multiply 30 with the 0.6. For example, this class, this gap is 30 and this height is 1. So multiply 30. For example, here, and this is from 60 to, how much is this? 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 15. So this is 15 and this height is 4 point something. I think 4.1, 2, 3, 4. 4.4. So multiply 15 with 4.4. So you get the area of this bar, and that will be equal to the frequency. And then you can add up all the frequencies. So the methodology is very simple. Let me show you my work. Okay. So the members between 0 to 30, class width is 30, the frequency density is 0.6. So you multiply 30 with the 0.6, you get 18. Members between 60 to 75, they will be The class width is 15 and the frequency density is 4.4. So multiply them, you get 66. The members between 75 to 90. The class width is 15. The frequency density is 1.6. So frequency will be 15 multiply 1.6 and that will be 24. So the members between 90 to 120, the class width is 30 and the frequency density is 0.4. So you multiply the frequency with the class width, frequency density with the class width, you get the frequency. 30 multiplies 0.4 and that will be 12. So the total frequency will be, you add up all the frequencies and that will be 18 plus 66 plus 24 plus 12 plus 30 and that will be 150 members. So 150 members. So total members surveyed are 150 members. I hope you understand. That is question number 2 and it's B part. Okay. So now let's move to the next part. He says that Mr. Rohit says 1/10 of these members spent longer than 1.5 hours at the gym on their last visit. Is he correct? Justify your answer. Okay, he says 1/10 of these members spent more than 1.5 hours. 1.5 hours means 1 hour 30 minutes, which means 90 minutes. So the people who spent more than 1 hour 30 minutes are these. So the frequency of this class we already know, and I will find whether this is 1/10, this is more than 1/10 of 80 or not. Okay, it's a 2 marks question, and that's the last part of this. Okay, so let's move to the next. Let's move and see how we have done this. Okay, so 1/10 of the 150 will be 15 members, and we have seen that that class has only 12 members. So he's not right. So while only 12 spend more than 90 minutes, hence Rohit is wrong. I hope you understand this question. Okay, so we are coming to the next question. This is question number 3. This is question number 3 and it's a part. This question is on the circle properties. He says, let me okay, the point A, B, and C are on the circle. Center O, AOC, and OB, AOC, and the OBE are straight lines. DE is tangent to the circle at the C, and the angle ABO is 34. He says, explain why the triangle AOB is isosceles triangle. You see, AOB will be isosceles because this is radius, OA is radius, OB is also radius. So it's a triangle in which 2 sides are equal because both of them are equal to radius. So this triangle AOB is isosceles a triangle. Then their question is, find the BEC. It's a 3-mark question. BEC. BEC. They want you to find out the angle BEC. You know, this angle is 34. This angle is also 34 because it's isosceles triangle. So these 2 angles are base angles, so they will be equal to each other. This is 34. This one is also 34. I can find this angle. It will be 1. I can find this angle here. That will be 180 minus 34 minus 34. Once you know this angle, I can find this angle. This angle, because this is a straight line, this angle will be 180 minus whatever the angle is here. You know, this angle is 90 degree. Once you know this angle and this is 90, you can find this angle because this triangle is a right angle triangle. So 90, whatever this, subtract from 180 this 90 and this angle, you will get this BEC angle. So that is the strategy how this question can be done, and so BEC angle. Okay, so let me show you how I've done this. Okay, OA and OB are radius. two equal sides, hence the triangle AOB is isosceles triangle. Okay. So in the triangle AOB, you know that it will be, I showed you that triangle. AOB is isosceles triangle. So angle at the O you can find out. That will be 180 minus 34, and that will be 112. So then I can find, because it's a straight line, so I can find the BO and C angle, and that will be, let me see, BOC. Why are we using the right word? Yeah, BOC. Yes, I'm using the right word. Okay, so the BOC angle will be, because that's a straight line, 180 minus AOB angle, and 180 minus 112, and that will be 68. And we know that the OCE angle is 90. So then in the triangle, I want to find out the angle E. So the angle E will be equal to 180 minus 90 minus 68, and that will be 22 degrees. Hopefully you understand. If you have the hard copy of that paper and you follow the names or the strategy which I gave you at the start, you will be able to do this. Okay, so that was the question number 3, and it's A part. Then they say, okay, so now we are on a different type of question. Okay, so here we have again, he says the OPS and the OQR are the sectors of the circles, each with the center O. OPQ and OSR are straight lines. OP is equals to 7.4 centimeter, whereas the PQ is equals to 1.2 centimeter, and the QOR angle is 96 degrees. He says calculate the shaded area. You see, very easy question. The O to P is 7.4. That is the radius for this smaller sector. And the PQ is 1.2. So the radius for the big sector will be OQ. And that will be 7.4 plus 1.2. And that will be, I think, 8.6. And the angle at the center is 96. So find the area of the big sector. Find the area of the small sector. From the area of the big sector, subtract the area of the small sector, and you will get the shaded area. So let's go. Let me show you my solution. It's a 3-mark question. So okay. So the area of the sector, the OQR, the formula is theta by 360 pi r square. It will be 96 divided by 360 multiply pi, multiply 8.6 square, and that will give you 61.96 centimeters square. Then I will find the area of the sector OPS, and that will be theta by 360 pi r square, and that will be 96 divided by 360 multiply pi multiply 7.4 square, and that will be 45.88 centimeters square. Now the area of the shaded region will be the big sector's area minus the small sector's area. So that will be 61.96 minus 45.88, and that will be equals to 16.08 centimeter square. So this is how you will do this question. So let's check what's the next one. Okay, so we are moving to the next question, and the next question coming up on your screen is the question number, that is the question number 4. Okay, so he says that in the question number 4, we have question number 4. He says the diagram shows the positions of the 3 villages P, Q, and R. R is due west of the P. So R is in the west of the P. If the R is in the west of the P, then this angle will be 90. Okay. So this angle is 90. So if I know this angle, I know this angle, I can easily find out this angle. The diagram shows the position of the 3 villages P, Q, and R. R is due west of the P, and Q is on a bearing of 140 degree from the P. PR is 3.8 kilometer, whereas the QR is 7.5 kilometer. First of all, they say calculate the angle PRQ. I told you the strategy because it is in the west. So this angle with the north will be 90 here. So I know these two angles from 360, subtract these two angles, you get this angle. So very easy study. It's a four mark question, my God, 4 marks. So you can see here, let me, so the strategy is that this is 90, this is 140. From 360, subtract this 90 and 140, you get this angle. So now you know the angle in front of this 7.5, then I will find the angle in front of 3.8, which will be this angle. So once you know this, by using the law of sine, I can find this angle. Once you know this angle and this angle, subtract both of them from 180, then you will be able to find this angle. That's why this question is of the 4 marks. This question is of the 4 marks. Okay. So actual question is find out this angle PRQ. So let me show you my solution. Okay. So the question number 4A part is showing up on your screen. He says that the PRQ is the question, basic question. So the angle P will be 270 minus 140, and that will be 130. And the angle PRQ, the angle Q, suppose is X, and sine of X divided by the RP. So sine of X divided by 3.8 equals to sine of 130 divided by 7.5. So X will be equals to the sine inverse of sine 130 multiply with the 3.8 divided by 7.5 equals to, and that will give you 22.8. So once you know both those angles, one is 130, the other one is 22.8. So from 180, subtract these two angles, then you will get your required angle PRQ. So the angle R will be 180 minus the angle P and the angle Q. So 27.2 will be the answer. So hopefully you understand how this question is done. That's why this question was big, because this part was big. I mean, it was 4 marks question. So hopefully you understand. He says work out the bearing of the R from Q. The bearing of the R from Q. The bearing of the R from Q. Okay. So the strategy, we can find out this, the bearing of the R from the Q. Let me show you how this is done. Okay. The bearing of the R from the Q, that is the question. Okay. So if I know, draw north here. Okay. So I can find out this angle. How you can find out this angle? Very easy. Take out the calculator. These two angles are alike to each other. So the sum is 180. So from 180, subtract 140. You get 40. So this angle is how much? 40. So now, how much will be this angle? That is the actual question. But I can easily tell you how much is this angle. This red angle will be 360 minus 40. That will be 360 minus 40. It will be 320. Okay. So now the actual bearing of the R from the P that is represented with the blue color. We know this angle. We just calculated this angle. That angle was, let me show you. That angle was 22, no, 22. Yeah, that angle was 22.8. So this angle is 22.8. So from 320, we will subtract 22.8. So from 320 subtract 22.8. So it will be 297 point something. Okay. 297.2. So this is how this is done, how you can find the bearing of the R from the Q. So let's go back to that question. That was a 2-mark question. He says, work out the bearing of the R from the Q. I have tried to show you how this is done. Okay, now let me show you when we did it in the paperwork. Okay. So the bearing of the QR from the Q will be 180 minus 140. That's 40. This is that the same procedure which I showed you. The bearing of the R from the Q will be 360 minus 40 plus 22.8, and that will be 360 minus 62.8 and 297.2 degrees. I hope you understand how we found the bearing of the R from the Q. The bearing of the R from the Q. So that was question number 4 and its second part. So let's move to the next part. And that's the B part. It's a 4-mark question. Okay. So here, the distance by road from the village P to the village T is 16.5 kilometer. CAIE leaves the village P at 10:30 and drives to village T at an average speed of 45 kilometer per hour. He stops in the village T for 15 minutes. He then drives back to the village P and arrives there at 11:35. Calculate the CAIE's average speed in kilometer per hour for the journey back from village T to the village P. Okay, so when they started from the P, the time was 10:30. When they are back, that's 11:35, and they have stopped there for 15 minutes. So from 11:35, first of all, I will subtract 10:30. So whatever the time I will get, I will subtract further 15 minutes from it, and that will give me the actual journey time. So, but he wants average speed time. Okay. Okay. So I can tell what is the time taken for the journey in which they were coming back. Okay. So let me show you. This is a 4-mark question. It's any part which is a 4 marks means something. Okay. So the distance from the P to Q, P to T is 16.5 kilometer. Drivers so distance from the P to T is 16.5 kilometer, and he drives at an average speed of 45 kilometer per hour. Leaves the village P at the 10:30. The time taken to reach the village T will be distance divided by speed, and that will be 16.5 divided by 45, and that will give you the 0.37 hours. So this is the time he take from going from P to T. Now, and so he reaches the T at 10:52. Okay. So you can find out how we know that the stops at the 0 point. I can show you how this is done. Let me intervene because we missed something. You know, this is 0.37 hours. So multiply it with the 60, and that means 22 minutes. So when he left at the village at 10:30, and it takes 22 minutes, it takes 22 minutes to reach the village T. So 10:30 plus the 22 minutes, that will be 10:52. Okay, so he will be in the village T at the 10:52. Then he stops at the village T for 15 minutes, and so 15 minutes will be added in 10:52. So you will have 11:07. Okay, so the time will be 11:07. He's in the village T. Then the distance from P to T will be, he will be coming back. So the distance is same. That is 16.5 kilometer. So the time taken will be the time of the arrival in the P is 11:35. The time of the departure from the T is 11:07. So it's 28 minutes. So convert the 28 minutes into hours. That will be 28 divided by 60. So the speed of the coming back from the T to P will be distance divided by the time, and the distance is in kilometers, and the time is in hours. So 16.5 divided 28, 28 divided by 60, and that will give you 35.4 kilometer per hour. So 35.4 kilometer per hour is the speed with which he will return to the P. Very tricky question, lot of calculation involved. That was question number 4 and speed part. So my dear students, we are done with the question number 4. Now we have the question number 5. It says Khalid has these 10 cards. He takes a card at random, notes the number and replaces it. He then takes a second card. Find the probability that the first card Khalid takes shows an even number. So even number will be this, 3, 4, 5, 6. So there are 6 cards which have even a number. So that number 6 divided by the total number of cards, they are 10, 6 by 10. So that will be the probability. So let me show you. So here you can see the even card probability will be 6 by 10. That will be 3 by 5. 3 by 5. Okay, so that is how you do this question. And then we have the next question coming up on your screen. He says, complete the tree diagram. So he takes a card and he puts it back. It's a very important thing. He says, he takes a card at random, notes the number and replaces it. Then he takes a second card. So whatever cards he takes out, he put it back, and then he takes the second card. So the total number will remain the same. So let me show you the my tree diagram. So the very important thing is that he took, let's say, an even number, and he noted it and he put it back, and then he take another card. So the total the no number will be changed. Okay. So even number 6 by 10, odd numbers 4 by 10. He put the card back into the bag, and then he takes another card. So same number again. So even number will be 6 by 10, odd number will be 4 by 10. Even number in this case will be again 6 by 10 and 4 by 10. So this is how you will complete that, and hopefully you understand. So this is done. He says, work out the probability that Khalid takes one odd number and one even number. So one odd number and one even number, that means even comma odd, this, and odd comma even. So how you find the probability of this? Even comma odd, that will be 4 by 10 multiply, 6 by 10 multiply 4 by 10 plus odd and even, that will be 4 by 10 multiply 6 by 10. So this is how you will find the probability of this. So they are asking you to find out the probability of even comma odd and odd comma even. So we will add the probability of both these events. So it will be 6 by 10 multiply 4 by 10 plus 4 by 10 multiply 6 by 10. So your final answer will be 48 by 100, and that will be 12 by 25. So this is how you will do the question number 5 and its third part. Okay, so we are done with the question number 5A and its third part. Now we are going on to the okay. So he says Basma has a bag containing 5 yellow counters, 3 pink counters, and 4 black counters. She take 2 counters from the bag at random without replacement. Now he will not replace them. Find the probability that she takes 1 yellow counter and 1 pink counter. Give your answer as a fraction. The probability so this means yellow comma pink plus pink comma yellow. The probability of yellow comma pink plus the probability of the pink comma yellow. So very easy, but this time they are not replacing the counters back into the bag. So here you can see we have drawn that, and probability of the getting the yellow is 5 by 12, 3 by 12, 4 by 12. If a yellow is out, then the total will decrease by 1, and the yellow number has also decreased by 1. The rest of the numbers are same. If the pink one is out, the total number will change. The yellow will same, pink will decrease by 1. The blue one is still the same. If the blue one is out first, and then the total number will change, okay, and the yellow and the pink remains the same, but the blue one has decreased by 1. So we are looking for, okay, so yellow comma pink plus the pink comma yellow, so it will be 5 by 12 multiply 3 by 11 plus 3 by 12 multiply 5 by 11. So we are talking about this yellow comma pink, so 5 by 12 multiply 3 by 11, and pink comma yellow, that will be 3 by 12 multiply 5 by 11. So you get 15 by 132 plus 15 by 132, and that will be 30 by 132, and that will be 5 by 22. Okay, so this is how we do this question. Okay, so we are done with the question number 5. So let's go to the next question. That was a 3-mark question. Hopefully you understand. Here the one very important thing was that in this experiment, whatever the counter they take out, they put it back, they replaced it into the bag. So the total number, the number of individual balls do not change when you take the second card. But here in this experiment, they do not replace. Whatever they take out, they do not put it back into the bag. So the total number changes. Okay, so we are going to the next question. The next question coming up on your screen. It's question number 6. He says, the diagram shows a right-angled triangle with the dimensions given in centimeters. Show that the 5x squared plus 30x minus 39 is equal to 0. It's a right-angled triangle. The 3 sides are given. This one is hypotenuse. You can say this is base, this is perpendicular. We can apply the Pythagoras. When you will apply the Pythagoras, automatically you will get this equation. It's a 3-mark question. So let me show you how we have done this. So hypotenuse is 3. P is perpendicular is 8 and the base is 2x. So we will apply the Pythagoras, and here you can see I have applied the Pythagoras. Hypotenuse square is equals to perpendicular square plus the base square. So 3x plus 5 whole square will be equals to 8 square plus 2x whole square. So this here I will open this with the formula, with the identity a plus b whole square equals to square of the first term plus 2 into first term into second term plus square of the second term. So square of the first term will be 9x square, square of the second term will be 25 plus square of the plus 2 into first term into second term, that will give you 2 into 3x into 5, that will be 30x equals to 8 square is 64 and 2x square is 4x square. So you will have 9x square minus 4x square plus 30x and plus 25 minus 64 equals to 0. So 5x square plus 30x minus 39 equals to 0. So this was the equation which you were supposed to show. So that was the 3-mark question. Then he says, second part is solve the equation 5x square plus 30x minus 39 equals to 0. Show your working and give your answers correct to 2 decimal places. So here you will apply the quadratic formula. And you remember the quadratic formula is, first of all, the coefficient of x square is called a. So a is 5, b is 30, and the c is minus 39. The quadratic formula, if you remember, is x is equals to minus b plus minus under root, and under the under root you will write b square minus 4ac, and then you have a by sign, divide sign under all of them, and divided by 2a. So let me show you, it's a 3-mark question, very easy. Okay, so a is 5, b is 30, c is minus 39. We will apply the quadratic formula. The quadratic formula is x is equals to minus b plus minus under root b square minus 4ac divided by 2a. And just substitute the values of the a, b, and the c. So you will have minus 30 plus minus, and 30 square will be 900 minus 4 multiply 5 multiply minus 39, that will be plus 780. So 900 plus 780, that will be 1680, and the whole thing divided by 2 into 5, that is 10. So when you take the square root of 1680, now you have 2 situations here. One is minus 30 plus under root 1680 equals to, divided by 10 equals to, it will give you 1.10. The second situation is minus 30 minus under root 1680 equals to, divided 10 equals to, it will give you minus 7.10. This negative value, just we can neglect that value. The actual x value will be this one, which will be used in the next calculation. These values both are good, but this one cannot be used in the further calculation. So this is how you do the question number 6a, and the second part. Now calculate the area of the triangle. You see, they want us to find out the area of this triangle. This is the base of the triangle, that is 8. And this is the height of the triangle, which is 2x. I will put the value of the x here. 2 multiply the x value. Let me show you. And then I can find the area of this triangle. So the area of this triangle will be 1 by 2 into base into height. And you know the base is 8 and the height is 2x. So 2 multiply 1.10. So 1 by 2 into, that will be 17.6. Your final answer will be 8.8 centimeters square. Hopefully you understand. That was question number 6a, third part. Okay, so we are done with the question number 6a, third part. Here, it's a 4-mark question. He says, the diagram shows, that's question number 4, question number 6, and it's B part. He says the diagram shows a different right angle triangle. The length of the hypotenuse is 12 centimeter. So this dimension here, CB, which is the hypotenuse, is 12 centimeter. Calculate the shortest distance from A to BC. The shortest distance from A to BC, let me show you. What does this mean? Okay, this means, okay, so let me, I just want to explain to you that what does this mean. Okay, so we will find new one, don't save. Okay, so that the shortest distance between from A to BC will be a line which will be making 90-degree angle with this. Okay, this red line is the shortest distance between the A and the BC. The reason is that this angle is how much? It is 90. So once I know this, I know this side, this whole side is 12. Okay, So you can find this side first of all using the big triangle. Once you know this side AC, then I can use this small right angle triangle, this one. I know this angle, I know this side, so I can find this. Okay, that will be the shortest distance from A onto the BC. I hope that you understand this strategy. Okay, so let's move. Let's go to the solution. Okay, so the length of the BC is 12 centimeter. Length of the AC will be, they are talking about the length of the AC. Let me show you from here. They will first of all find this. It's a big right angle triangle. I know the hypotenuse. This angle is 35. This will be the base, so I can use the cos. I will find the, okay, first of all, I'll find AC. AC will be cos 35 equals to AC divided by 12, the base by hypotenuse. So AC will be equals to cos 35 multiplied 12, 9.83. So once I know the, once I know this AC distance, 9.83, then I will use this right angle triangle, this one. Here I know this angle, this will be the hypotenuse. I want to know this. This is the perpendicular, so I will use sine. So sine 35 will be equals to the perpendicular AX divided by 9.83 hypotenuse, and this will go on the other side, will multiply. So the AX, which is the perpendicular distance, that will be sine 35 multiply 9.83, and that will be equals to 5.64 centimeter. So that's the shortest distance from the point A onto the BC. From any point to any line, the shortest distance is always a line which makes 90-degree angle with that line and coming from that point. So this is how you do question number 6, and it's B part. So question number 6 is done. Hopefully it is clear to you. Okay. So now we are with the question number 7, and it's a part. He says on the grid below, draw the graph of y equals to 2 raised to power x and take the values of x from 0 to 4. So we will draw a table, and in that table we will take the values of x as 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. We will put those values in this equation, and we will find what is the values of the y, and then we will plot these values on this. So this is the question number 7. I've just reduced the size so you can see the whole question and the whole part together. It's a 4-mark question. Just draw a table and put the values of x in this equation, find the values of the y, and then plot these graphs here. So let me show you how this is done. Okay, so here we go. Question number 7, A part. So here you can see we have made a table, and we have supposed x values from 0 to 4, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. We put those values in that equation. We find the values of the y, and then we will plot them. So these are the coordinates of the points which are needed to be plotted. 0, 1, 1, 2, 2, 4, 3, 8, 4, 16. How you found this one? For example, let me show you how this is done. For example, x value is 2, so 2 raised to power 2, that will be 4. X value is 3, so 2 raised to power 3 will be 8. 2 raised to power 4 will be 16. This is how this table is drawn. Okay, so we will plot these points. You can see the points have been plotted, and then I will join them with a smooth curve, so you will get this diagram. Okay, so sorry. Okay, so it's a 4-mark question, and this is the answer. Okay, so let's go to the next part. He says, that's the question number 7, it's B part. He says, the diagram shows the graph of y equals to 1 by 2, 1 by 2x squared plus 3x from minus 1 to 3. Okay, so this is the graph for this curve, and you remember when you put x equals to 0, it will become infinite. So that's why these graphs are going straight up. This graph is going straight up, and you can, okay. So by drawing a tangent, estimate the gradient of the curve at x equals to 0.5. So let me show you. So we have to draw a tangent at x equals 0.5. Where is x equals to 0.5? It will be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 here. So here I will draw a tangent. Here I will draw a tangent. Tangent is a line which will touch that point of the curve at one point only, at that point. And then I will find its gradient. I will take 2 points on that tangent and I will find the gradient. So let me show you. So first of all, let me show you. You can see this is that gradient. I have drawn that gradient at 0.5. X equals to 0.5. We have drawn that gradient. Then I will take 2 points on this gradient. I will note down their coordinates. And then I will apply the formula of the gradient. The formula for the gradient is x2 minus x1, sorry, y2 minus y1 divided by x2 minus x1. And that will give you the gradient of that tangent. Whatever will be the gradient of that tangent, same will be the gradient of this curve at that x value. So let me show you. Okay, so the tangent at the x is 0.5. We have taken 2 points on that tangent, 0.5, 3.4 and 1, 2. So I can find the gradient. The formula is y2 minus y1 divided by x2 minus x1. So 2 minus 3.4 divided by 1 minus 0.5, and that will be minus 1.4 divided by 0.5. So the m value will be minus 2.8. So the gradient is minus 2.8. Hopefully you understand. Okay, so the next part is, he says, use the graph to estimate the solution of this equation. And you can see this 1 by 2x squared plus 3x equals to 2. So this is very important. You can see this, this left side is exactly that equation, the equation of the curve. So whatever is on the right side, make it equals to y. So you write here y equals to 2 and draw that line y equals to 2 on that graph. Okay, so what do I mean? So you can see here, let me show you. I have drawn that line y equals to 2. Here is that line y equals to 2. So when this line will cut this graph, it has cut this graph here. So check what is the x value here. So it's minus 0.4. That is the solution. Okay. So let me show you from here. So you can see here I have shown those initial steps. This is the main graph. This is the equation of the main graph, main curve. So whatever is on the right side, make it equals to y. So y equals 2 and we will draw this line. So when this line will cut this graph, wherever it will cut it at one, it has cut it on 1 point. So I will check what is the x coordinate of that point of intersection. That is minus 0.4. So this is how you do this part. Then you have this question. He says, by drawing a suitable line on the grid, estimate the solution of the equation. So here is that equation. By using graphical method, I have to find out the solution of this equation. It's a 4-mark question. Okay, so the strategy is very simple. I will try to make on the left side the equation of this curve, this thing. So 1 by 2x square is already there. What is not here is 3x. So from minus 4x, take 3x, bring it here. So you will have here 1 by 2x square plus 3x equals to 7 minus x. So this left side will become this, exactly this. So whatever you will have on the right side, here it will be 7 minus x. Make it equals to y. So you will have y equals to 7 minus x. Then I will make it stable and I will draw it. Let me show you. It's a 4-mark question. Oh my God. It's a big. He gave it very, lot of weightage is given to this. Okay. So you will have 1 by 2x equals to 7 minus 4x. I will add plus 3x on both the sides. So you will have 1 by 2x squared plus 3x equals to 7 minus x. How do I know to add 3x on both the sides? Because on the left side, I want to make the equation of the main graph, which is already drawn. And that curve, its equation is 1 by 2x squared plus 3x. That's why we added plus 3x on both the sides. Now, this has become the main graph's equation. And whatever is on the right side, you will make it equals to y. So y equals to 7 minus x. So now I will draw a table for this and I will plot a line. So here you know that its y-intercept is 0, 7. If you know how to this number represents the y-intercept, and the gradient is minus 1. So what was their question? The question was, draw a suitable line on the grid, estimate the solution of the equation this. Okay, so we will draw this line. Let me show you. Increase the size. Here we have drawn that line. Can you see that? We have drawn that line, and that line has intersected the graph of the curve at 3 points. Here, check what's the value of the x there. Here, check what is the value of the x there. Here, check what's the value of the x here. Okay, so this is how you can find the 3 solutions. So here you can see those 3 x values are written. It's a 4-mark question, a hell of a question. So we are done with the question number 7. I hope that you understand this question. Okay, so now we have the question on the coordinate geometry. Question number 8. He says up A is the point -2, 3, and B is the point 4, 5. And he says find the coordinates of the midpoint of the AB. If you want to find out the midpoint of the AB, you remember the formula, x2 plus x1 divided by 2, comma, y2 plus y1 divided by 2. So very easy. So it's very, very easy to find out the midpoint. And okay, so here we go. So the extreme value, the extreme point, the coordinates are given: -2, 3, 4, 5. Midpoint is x1 plus x2 by 2, comma, y1 plus y2 divided by 2. So you will have -2 plus 4 divided by 2, comma, 5 plus 3 divided by 2, and it will be 1, 4. So the coordinates of the midpoint will be 1, 4, 1, 4. Okay, so he says, show that the coordinate of the line AB is this. It's a 3-mark question, very easy. The A and B, their coordinates are given, and we want to find out their equation. You remember the methodology. First of all, I will find out their gradient. So the point A is -2, 3. The point B is 4, 5. We want to find out the equation of the line AB. The methodology is very simple. Find the slope of the AB. That's y2 minus y1 divided by x2 minus x1, 5 minus 3 divided by 4 minus 2, and that will be 2 by 6, 1 by 3. Once you know the gradient, then I can apply the formula y equals to mx plus c. You can apply this formula, or you can do the other method also, in which we use y minus y1 equals to m bracket x minus x1. But let's do this one. Y is equals to mx plus c. So y value, I'm using one of the points, and the m value, so 3 equals to 1 by 3 bracket -2 plus c. So the y-intercept value will be 11 by 3. So once you know the y-intercept value, so the equation will be y equals to 1 by 3x plus 11 by 3. So multiply all the sides, every term with the 3, you get 3y equals to x plus 11. Hopefully you understand. Hopefully it's very easy. The 2 points are given, and we want to find out the equation of the line joining those 2 points. Very easy and a famous concept in the coordinate geometry. Hopefully you understand. Okay, so that was question number 8, and its B part. Now we are on the C part. find the equation of the perpendicular bisector of the line AB. So perpendicular bisector of the line AB, you see the strategy is simple. Perpendicular bisector will be passing through the midpoint, and its gradient will be reciprocal and negative of the gradient of the AB, because you want to find out the equation of the perpendicular bisector of the line AB. So it will be a line which will be passing from the midpoint of the AB, and its gradient will be 1 by, I mean, reciprocal of the gradient of the AB, and it will be negative. You have to change the sign. And so let me show you how this is done. And let's go to my solution. So here we go. It's a 3-mark question. Okay. Okay. So the equation of the perpendicular bisector of the line AB, the M of the perpendicular bisector, because the gradient of the AB is 1 by 3. So the gradient of its perpendicular bisector will be reciprocal of this and negative. So the gradient of the perpendicular bisector will be -3. The coordinates of the point through which the perpendicular bisector will be passing is the midpoint of the AB, that is 1, 4. So now I can find the equation y equals to mx plus c, and I will use this point, I will use this gradient, and I will find the c value. So y4, m is -3, and x is 1, so c will be 7. So y equals to mx plus c, that's the equation. So y will be equals to -3, m is -3, x plus c is 7. So the equation will be y equals to -3x plus 7. So this is how you find the equation of the perpendicular bisector of the AB line. Hopefully you understand this idea. It's a 3-mark part, so it's very important. Okay, so let's move to the next question. The next question coming up on your screen is very easy and always coming in the paper, is from the solve. That's question number 9A part. He says solve this equation 3x minus 8 equals to 7, and then he says solve the inequality, this inequality. Okay, so first of all, do the A part. Okay, question number 9, it's A part coming up. 3x minus 8 equals to 7, so 3x will be equals to 7 plus 8. 3x will be equals to 15, x will be equals to 15 by 3, so x will be 5. Then he says solve this inequality. Let me show the question so you know the wording also. Solve the inequality. That's solve this inequality. Okay, so let me show you the solution. Okay, so 7x is less than 3 bracket 2 minus x. So open that bracket. So 7x less than 6 minus 3x. And 7x, bring that minus 3x to this side. So you will have 7x plus 3x less than 6. So that's 10x less than 6. X less than 6 divided by 10. So x is less than 3 by 5. So that's how you do this. Hopefully you understand. The next part is of the 4 marks. It's very important. It's a 4-mark question. 3 divided by x minus 2 plus x divided by x plus 5 equals to 1. So I will take the LCM of these two denominators, and then we'll be able to solve it. It's a 4-mark question. See how important that is. Okay, so 3 divided by x minus 2 plus x divided by x plus 5 equals to 1. So we'll take the LCM. So both of these are in the LCM. So here you will have 3 into x plus 5 plus x into x minus 2. And downstairs here, these two are x minus 2 and x plus 5.
So we will take the LCM. These two, both of them will be, these two denominator will be the LCM. So we will multiply them. So here we have shown they are multiplying. And this will be 3 into x plus 5. Here you will have x into x minus 2. So upstairs we will have 3x plus 15 plus x square minus 2x. Downstairs here you will have x square plus 5x minus 2x minus 10. The whole thing is equals to 1. So you can take this to the other side. This denominator will go to the other side if you multiply with the 1. So you will have x squared plus 5x plus 15 is equal to x squared plus 3x minus 10. Bring all this x squared and x squared will be cancelled. So you will have x, bring this minus 3x plus 15 minus plus 10 equals to 0. So you will have minus 2x equals to, it will become plus 15 when it will go to the other, it will become plus 25. When it will go to the other side, it will become minus 25. So minus minus will be cancelled. So x is minus 25 divided by minus 2, minus minus will be cancelled. So you will have x equals to 12.5. So the solution is x equals to 12.5 and it's a 4-mark question, very important. Okay, so you can see that. I can show you that. Okay. So so that was the question number 9. And now that we are on this part, that is question number 9 and it's D part. Question number 9, D part, he says simplify this 2x squared plus 3x plus 4xy plus 6y divided by 2x squared plus 11x plus 12. So it's again of the 4 marks. This simplification is of 4 marks. So let me go to my okay. Sorry, I have closed it. So we are on the question number. So we are on the question number 9 and it's D part. Okay. So upstairs here, these are 4 terms. I can factorize it from the first 2 terms. You can see I can take x common. From the last 2 terms, I can take 2 and y common. So you will have x bracket 2x plus 3 here plus 2y is common. So you will have 2x plus 3. Downstairs here, when you multiply the extreme terms, you get 24. And so I am looking for that pair. I will do the midterm breaking downstairs. So 24, I'm looking for that pair which by multiplication will give you 24 and by addition will give you 11. The pair will be 8 and 3 because when you multiply them, that give you 24. And when you add them, that give you 11. So you can see here downstairs, I have done the midterm breaking, 2x squared plus 8x plus 3x plus 12. Upstairs here, this 2x plus 3 bracket is common. So you, and the other bracket will be 2. Upstairs here, you will have x plus 2y into 2x plus 3. From these two, you can say 2x is common. So you are left with x plus 4 inside the bracket here. And these two, that 3 is common. So x plus 4 in the bracket. So you upstairs, you will have x plus 2y, 2x plus 3. Downstairs, you can take this common, x plus 4. And you will have in the other bracket 2x plus 3. So this and this is cancelled. You are left with x plus 2y divided by x plus 4. Very, you can say, easy question. And its marks are remarkable. There are 4 marks for this question. So let's go to the next part. Okay. So we are on the question number 10. It says a cuboid measured 6.2 centimeter by 4.8 centimeter by 2.5 centimeter. Each measurement is given correct to the nearest millimeter. Calculate the upper bound for the surface area of the cuboid because the lengths are in centimeter, but they are correct to 1 millimeter. So let me show you how this is done. So Here we go. Okay, so they are correct to the nearest millimeter, which means 0.1. Nearest millimeter in centimeter. Millimeter in centimeter will be 0.1. So they are correct to 0.1 centimeter. That is 1 millimeter. So 0.1 centimeter divided by 2, that will be 0.05. You see, he used the word nearest millimeter, but I have converted 1 millimeter into centimeters. So in 1 millimeter in centimeter, that will be 0.1 centimeter. Then I will divide it with the 2, 0.05. So I will find the upper bound of the length. The reading was, so in all the dimensions, I will add this value. So let me show you first of all. So 0.05 needed to be added in all the dimensions. So add 0.05 in this, and in this, you will get the upper bound of the length and the width and the height. Okay, this is how we do this. You will find the upper bound of the length and the width and the height. The upper bound of the length will be 6.25, width it will be 4.85, and for the length, width, and height, and the third dimension will be 2.55 centimeter. Now, you want to find out the upper bound of the surface area. You know the formula for the surface area is 2 times length width plus width height plus length height. Just put those values here, and we are using their upper bound values because we want the upper bound value of the surface area. So just enter those values here, do the calculation, and at the end you will get this answer, which is 117.235 centimeter square. Hopefully you understand how this is done. Very easy. This was easy question. 3 marks question. Okay. So now we are on the question number 10, and it's B part, and this is a 4-mark question. Volume of a pyramid is equals to 1 by 3 into the base area into the height. That's the formula for the volume of the pyramid. He says the diagram shows a square based pyramid ABCD, and vertex E is vertically above the X, the center of the square base. The height of the pyramid EX is 17. The vertical height of the pyramid is given, that's 17 centimeter. The EC value, that slant, the slant edge, the sloping edge of the pyramid is given, that's 19 centimeter, and show that the length of the base is 12. So I can do that. This is a square base, so it's a 4-mark question. You see, this is a right angle triangle, EXC. Can you see that right angle triangle, EXC? EXC is a right angle triangle, and 19 is hypotenuse. This is the perpendicular. By applying the Pythagoras, I can find out the value of the XC. Then I will double that XC value, that will be AC. This AB and the BC, they are equal, so I will suppose them some alphabet. So for example, I say this is X, and this is also, so let's say I say this is small a, this is small a. So, or I can say L and L. So L square plus L square will be equals to the AC square. And from there, I will be able to find out the length of this square base. So very easy strategy. Let me show you. It's a 4-mark question. So let me show you the solution which we have done. Okay. So in the triangle EXC, XC is EC square plus EX square plus XC square. So you will have 19 square minus 17 square. So that will be 361 minus 289. So that will be 72. Take square root. So 8.49. So XC value is 8.49. AC value will be double of the XC. So 2 multiply 8.49, and that will be 16.98 centimeter. So the length of the base, we will suppose is X. So then I will apply the Pythagoras again on that. AC square will be equal to X square plus X square. So that will be 16.98 square equals to 2X square. So 16.98 square divided by 2 equals to X square. So you will have X square equals to 144.16. So when you take the square root on both the sides, you will have X equals to 12 centimeter. So the base of that pyramid is of 12 centimeter. That was what you have to show. So the second part is, he says, calculate the volume of the pyramid. You know, the formula for the volume of the pyramid is 1 by 3 into base area into the vertical height of the pyramid. It's very simple question. Let me show you how we find the volume of the pyramid. And here we go. The volume of the pyramid will be 1 by 3 multiply base area multiply the vertical height of the pyramid. 1 by 3 multiply 12 square multiply 17. So 1 by 3 multiply 144 and multiply 17, and that will be 816 centimeter cube. 816 centimeter cube, and hopefully you understand this. Okay, so the next question. Then he says calculate the angle CBE. Let me show you what is CBE. C, B, and E. He wants you to find out this angle. This side is 19, this side is 19, and this is 12. So I want to find out this angle. You can apply the law of cosine and you can find this angle. Very easy peasy question. Let me. So the CB is 12, EC is 19, EB is 19. So apply the law of cosine. So law of cosine says the cos of the angle B will be equal to EB square plus BC square minus EC square, and 2 into EB into BC. So cos of the angle AB will be 19 square plus 12 square minus 19 square. So it will be 2 into 19 into 12. So you will have angle B will be cos inverse 144 divided by 456. Remember to put the brackets around it. And the cos, the angle B will be 71.6 centimeter. So we are done, and we are done with this. So this paper is completed, and you can see. Okay, so we are done with this paper. So my dear students, today, let me switch on the, yeah, let me switch on my video also. Okay, so, my dear students, today we have completed the, October, November 2021 2-1 paper. This was a paper 2, and the time allowed was 2 hours 30 minutes, and this is the latest paper right now which we have, and I hope that I have tried to explain it to you. So if you think that this paper is useful, this video has been useful to you, if you think that my video on this paper has helped you to understand some of the concepts of mathematics, Cambridge O-levels mathematics, don't forget to subscribe my channel, share the link of this video with your friends, with your class fellows, with your juniors, and with your seniors in O-levels. And share the link of this video on your Facebook, on your Instagram, and on your Twitter accounts, because that will help me to promote my channel, and that will help me, and that will give me energy to continue doing this good work. So once again, thank you everybody, and I have students in around Asia. I have students in Bangladesh who are watching my videos, and in India, in Bangladesh, in Mauritius, in Brunei, in Sri Lanka, in UAE, in Saudi Arabia, and in Sri Lanka, you see. So Pakistan, a lot of people in Pakistan. And so thank you very much, everybody. It's a blessing from God for me to be able to do this work. So thank you very much, everyone. Have a good day. God bless you all.